What's up, good people? Good morning. Good morning from the village. This is Isaac Insights. Thank you so much for your continuous support. And good people, I don't know if you can see me clearly, but I'm coming live from village. This is my home, and we thank God for this. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Thank you for your subscription. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, then you are missing a lot. Kindly give me that subscription so that I can have energy to continue sharing the knowledge when it comes to construction and even other insights around our real life. And good people, today I come with an encouragement. I just want to tell you that you can also do it. Building is not that expensive. It's just that people always believe that, hey, construction is expensive. But today, I want to give you a breakdown of a two-bedroom house so that you can see how cheap it can be. I understand the reason why we always say that construction is expensive. It's when we come to finishing. You know, finishing is always expensive, and we need not to lie to people. When it comes to finishing, it's always expensive. However, we have people who have done it. It's not a must that you do classic finishing. It will also be expensive when you do classic finishing. What is classic finishing? Classic finishing is where you use expensive paints and everything. But I understand we have paints in the market which always go as low as even 1600 or 1800 for 20 liters in the market. We have paints that go to as low as even 400 and 500, and people are using them. Some of them takes time. Some of them are always short term. You can also go for short term, but when you get money, you go for long term. Long term, I talk things like rough and tough. For me, I used rough and tough. Mine was kind of expensive because I went for Crown. Once you go for Crown, Duracoat, and which other brand is expensive? Those ones are always expensive when it comes to that. Also, the kind of finishing you do. Generally, let me just say the cost of finishing depends on the type of material that you go for. For example, if you are buying, we have cheap even toilets in the market. We have cheap toilets. I mean, they are going for around 3,500. And then you can find another one going for even 18,000. So it always depends with what you are using. But for me today, I'm here to give you a breakdown of a two-bedroom house. A two-bedroom house, a good one. That's a house with a sitting room, good measurement, a small dining, and then it has two bedrooms, and then let's say it will have one toilet or one washroom in that case. This house will be very cheap, and I can give you the breakdown. I will use my phone. So good people, I'm going to give you this breakdown. I'm at home, by the way. This is my veranda. My veranda is small. It's not that big. Yeah, I built it for my little family. Unajua niko na familia ndogo. I have a small family. Yes, now good people, here it's going down, and I want to tell you how cheap it is, and you will see. I'll be giving even the prices so that we can also calculate with you. The first thing that we'll need, if we are using bricks, we'll need around 9,000 bricks or 8,000, but let me put it at 9,000 so that even if it remains, you will build a toilet jengo. So if you go with bricks, we'll go with 9,000. Then if you go with the stones, we will go with 1,800 stones or 2,000. Let's put it at 2,000 so that we are accurate in our calculation. So what next? So 9,000 bricks, that's 90,000. If you are buying the ones with 10 shillings, 90,000. If you are buying stones, it will be 2,000. Let me go with 2,000 to be accurate. 2,000 times, for those who, by the way, I saw someone yesterday commenting that I over exaggerated the price of stones. I told you I am in this market. I know if you come from Kakamega and someone supply you stones with 75 shillings, that stone is not 6 by 9. If you go for 6 by 9, the little amount they can do is 85 shillings, but mostly they will tell you 90 shillings. That is 6 by 9 standard, and it's the first grade, not second grade. I know those prices. So if it's low, they are on lower side, it will be around 85 shillings. So if you are going with stones, let's put it at 80 shillings. That will be 160,000, and then for bricks it will be around 90,000. But those bricks are a lot of bricks, because I understand 2-bedroom house will take you around 8,000. So let's avoid the 9,000 and go with 8,000. So 8,000 times, if times 10, that's 80,000. Then for the other one, it's 160,000. So you can see how cheap it is. Next, you will need cement. You will need around 90 bags for bricks, and then 80 bags for stones. So 90 bags, that is 90 times 900. 90 times 900, how much is it? How much is it? 90 times 900, it's 81,000. So 81,000, that's for bricks. 81,000 plus 80,000, that's 160. So for bricks plus cement, it's coming to 161,000. Then for stones, it will be 160 times 900 times, I said 80. That is 72,000 plus 160,000. It's coming to 232,000. So for bricks, if you buy bricks and then cement, you are at bricks and cement, you are at 161,000, and then for stones, it is at 232,000. That's buying the stones plus cement. Now, how much cement do you need? I mean sand. Sand you will need 42 tons for both. Let's just do it for both, 42 tons. And 42 tons is approximately how many my tippers, the tipper that I always use, that's approximately 10K, 10K, 10K. That's approximately, let's say 50,000. Approximately 50,000 will have your sand. So plus 50,000 on this. So 50,000, it's coming at 282,000 for stones, a house built of stones. And then for bricks, we said 161,000 plus 50,000, it's coming to 211. So for bricks, you will be at 211,000. That is, you have managed to get your sand, cement, and bricks. And then on the other side, you will be at 282,000. I mean, yes, 282,000. Then next, what next in this construction? What next? We will need ballast. Ballast is used for blinding, then slab, and then lintel. So for ballast, we'll need 28 tons. 28 tons, let's say it's going for around 25,000. But I know if you come from rural areas like me, it's always cheap. It will be around 20,000. But also we have this question that they always ask: do you need machine cut or the normal ones? If you are trying to save, you will go with normal ones because they are always cheap, and it will cost you around 18,000 or 20,000. So for 282, you are going to 300,000, and then for this other one, you are going to around 230,000. Then you will need. With that, you have bought a lot of things that I will say they are almost enough. Then we will need hardcore for both houses. Hardcore you will need around 3 lorries, and it will cost you around 20,000. So we add the other one 320,000, and then this other side is 250,000. Then we will need DPM, then we will need Maram. DPM we will need 3 rolls. 3 rolls, 1 roll is going for around 3,200 as we speak in the market. 3,200. Oh, DPM is going for 3500, not 3200, really. 3500. So you will need 3 rolls. 3 rolls times 35. 3 rolls. 3 rolls. 3 times 3500. That's 10,000. You add on the 250 side, it's coming to 260, and then the other side, it's coming to 320 something. I mean, yes. Is it 320 something? Just forgot also. But mnafuatilia video, just add it by yourself. But let's say 350. It's coming to 350. Then we will need wall pass. You will need around how many rolls do you need? Hoop iron will need also 3 rolls. 3 rolls is going for 3200 one, so around also 10,000 you add respectively. So on our calculation, you'll find that we are almost at 300 and 400 respectively. Then we'll need anti-termites 2 liters. We'll need round poles 20 pieces. Then also maram, I've said we'll need them. Maram will need around. Maram is not always that expensive. It's at 6,000 for 10 tons. So if you need 28, that's around 18,000 will be enough. So we are going to around 500, 500 and then 400 on this other side. Then cost calcium, and now that one leave it out. Then we will need D10 for your lintel. D10 will need 35 pieces, and then D8 will need 20 pieces. Then binding wire you will need around 10 kgs, and the 10 we said at the moment it's going for around 1,000, so you get at 5,000. Then the 8 will need 20 pieces, which is going for 750 at the moment as we speak, and 700 in other places. Then we need also ordinary nails. Ordinary nails we need around 20 kgs, and the ordinary nails they are going for 200. So you just decide the size that you want. Then you will need timber 8 by 1 800, and then 6 by 1 200 feet. So good people, as you have heard, that is the quotation from foundation to wall plate. I don't know what I've forgotten, and if there is one, you can let me know. So with 650,000, 650 or 600,000, let me say 650, let me know it also under quote. With 650,000, your house will be on wall plate. That's a 2-bedroom, a standard 2-bedroom, a house that will cost you, that will take around 50 iron sheets, 50 to 60 iron sheets. The prices that I'm giving, 50 to 60 iron sheets. So this is a small house. It's not a big house. I'm just giving you these calculations. Even I don't know the measurements of I don't know how I can describe the measurement of that house, but it's a small house measuring, let's say, around 18 plus 10, that is 25, around 28 by 28. Yes, 28 by 28. That is the size of the house that I'm trying to give you. That's 28 feet, I mean. Now let's go to roofing. Roofing also for this house. If now that you are not in good, you are not good when it comes to pocket wise, you will just need little things. You will need 4-2 frames of 4-2. You will need around 900, not 900. You will need around 700 feet 4-2, and then 3-2. You will need around also same amount, that's 700 feet, so a total of 1,600 feet for your frames. And it may cost you it will cost you depending on how they sell it at your place. But I said if you want to make construction easy, some of these things you can get them from your locality, that is buying trees and doing the getting them. So it may cost you even less than 30,000 if you buy it from your locality, because the frames I'm trying to give you 4-2 and 3-2, let's say even a total of 2,000 feet. If you happen to buy a tree and your locality they are selling trees the way we always buy them here in my place, In my place, you can find a tree of 5,000. We can give you around 50 frames. 50 frames, that's long 10. So that's around 5,000. So if you have around that, you will get enough frames for yourself. Now umepata kuni from it. So with around also 40, you will get, let's put it at 40, you will get the frames, and I know you will remain with some balance. Also for iron sheets, let's put it at 55. 55 is enough. You know, my mother's house is worth 55 iron sheets, and it's always it's a big house. With I think one day I will do a house tour. I always avoid that house tour because of certain reason, which one day I will ever disclose. But it's a big house. Then after that, iron sheets. So 55 iron sheets. Let's calculate. So what am I saying? Generally, just to put things on rest, if you have 800,000, you will build your skeleton. That is from foundation to iron sheets, and then even doing the fisher boards. That's roofing. That's a foundation to wall plate, and then roofing, doing your roofing. Then from there you can start working on yourself. You do the windows you can put there. I always encourage people, if you use big windows, it's always perfect for your house. If you use standard windows, it's also okay, but big windows like mine, let me show you my window. You see how this, you see how big it is. It's a big window. I just went 2 courses from and my floor is dirty, by the way. My friend here is cleaning, and he's cleaning. So you, after with 800,000, you will have done that. Then you start working on yourself for that house. Since it's a 2-bedroom house, you look at your pocket also. You can you will need around 7 windows, let's say 7 windows, because I suggest that you have a sitting room, then a dining, then you have a bedroom with a window, 2 bedrooms each with 1 wood window. So 2 bedrooms, 2 windows, then sitting room I can have 2 windows or 3 windows, depending on the size or the plan that you are using. And then you will need the one for toilet, so around 6 windows. And 6 windows at the moment, good windows are going for around 7,500, but let's put it at 8,000, so that we also accommodate those people who come from Mandera, where I believe some things are expensive because it's far away from Kenya. But just a joke, a light joke, please. But Mandera, you are my good fans. I love you all. Nime joke too. Yeah, what's next? So 8,000 times 6, even the one for toilet, it's always around 800 shillings, or you can be given as a bonus once you buy the. But let's put it at 8,000 so that it can accommodate anything that can arise. So 8,000 times 6, it's coming to 8 times 6. 8 times 6, it's coming to 42,000. It's expensive. And also you will need a door and a window, So let's say your budget of 60,000, you will have installed the doors, windows on your house. And then from there, you will start doing your plaster. Plaster will start. And plaster is not that, it's not something that should rush you, because you can do the bedroom na uingie nyumba uanze kukaa, bora nyumba iko na madirisha na milango. You can start living in your house as you do even that plaster, because once you do your plaster in your bedroom and then children's bedroom, you can start living in as you prepare. When you get little money, you go for sitting room, you do the plaster. After that, you will go outside. And also other things that I forgot when building your house, the rents, ensure you buy them. They are always expensive. and up to there. So our house is coming. If I can just give you the house I'm talking about, once it's finished, and I'm not talking about classic finishing. It will take you around 1.5 million, but 1.5 million you may also remain with something, but you can imagine windows 42. So when you add 42,000, that's 60,000. So 860,000. Then you do the plaster. Most likely you will need around 40 bags inside, then 20 bags outside. Not true. You will need around 50 bags inside, and also 20 bags, 40 bags outside. But you buy them in steps, so you can find even they are as low as 35 inside, and then 15 or 20 outside, but it depends with the size of the house and the rooms. I can give you this quotation, but when you start building, you start also saying, no, instead of 55 mabatis, let me go for 60. I can afford it. And you can, by the way, that's how people build outside there. So sometimes when you see these beautiful houses that you see, it's not that expensive. It's just you to decide that you want to do it. With as little as 1.3 million, you will find your house, it's done. You can stay in as you do other finishings. You can decide, hey, I'm done with plaster. I'm done with the plaster inside. Let me move in, and that one will be costing you around 1 million. So with 1 million, you are done with your house. That is in terms of plaster. Now when it comes to paint and installing toilets and little things, so with 1.3 m you can get this house, or even 1.2 m you can build this house, but it's a small house, not that big house. And I always say, in this life we are on a journey. So with 1.2, if you can build a beautiful house, a good house, the size of this one I'm showing you here, it will be amazing. However, remember, the cost of material always depend with where you come from. Why am I saying so? You go to people who live around Darugu, they always get those stones at a cheaper price. So constructing their house from foundation to wall plate and it will be cheaper. So if we make arguments, let's also depend on locality. The house I'm talking about, someone who is in Western and you decide to do that house, it will cost you 1 million shillings, because you will be using bricks if you decide to use bricks. And now, bricks are cheap in Western Kenya, or where they are made, where we have good soil and they are made there. It will cost you around 1 million to build such a house, because I understand for those bricks will get them on your side with around 8 shillings. So you have saved something. The sand, it's coming at also cheaper prices, and even others always, by the way, for most of us, they always opt for tractors. So with 1 million you can build that house. For those who live around where stones are, for 1 million you can also build that house, because it will be cheap. Imagine buying 2,000 stones at 40 bob, 2,000 shillings at 40 bob. And I understand even others, they buy them at 30 shillings or 35 shillings, but let's go with 40 bob. So 2,000 times 40, that's how much? 80,000. Not a lot of money, considering that you are getting it at a good price. So the title of this video will be a 2-bedroom house worth 1 million. I know when I say that, you all understand what I mean. Up to there, good people, let me say thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And today I've decided to take a break, just a small break. Tomorrow I'll be going somewhere. I think let me not state, but I'll be going somewhere. Plus that's Webuye, to see what's going on. Up to there, let me say thank you so much. Mungu awabariki, Mungu asimamie. I just want that we all try and at least have a place to call home. And someone will ask, what is the labor of that house? That house will cost you, from foundation to wall plate, it's supposed to be 120,000, but fundi is always differ. And I can tell you, kuna hata wale wenye wanaweza jenga na 90,000 or 80,000. So kuna wale but 120 is a standard price for that house. But ukiongea vizuri inaweza kuwa 100, ikuwe 110. Please don't forget the little things that makes construction expensive. I have not included them: water and water, small transport, small transactions. But if we want to make it, then you look at main things. The little things, you just say when they come, you take them the way they have come. Na hiyo ni kawaida ya maisha. Up to there, let me say asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.